Admittedly, there aren't many nice things I have to say about my family, but to be fair to myself, I don't know that there are many things nice that can be said about my family. I really don't think it's just a matter of my eyes not working or I'm jaded or my mind is tiny. There's just, my family does, I will give them this, okay? Yes, here's the, okay. My family breaks down barriers and assumptions by showing there's no wealth bracket for being white trash. We are white trash through and through. Garbage runs through my veins. It is why I can date garbage and not realize it in time. We are the same kind, right? I had no way of knowing in time that I was in love with a little fucking sociopath or narcissist, whatever you want to call it. Whatever he is, I'm not a doctor. I'm not qualified to diagnose someone's mental hindrance. I know he reminds me a lot of my grandmother. I know that my psychiatrist definitely thought my grandmother was a narcissist. Before my psychiatrist killed himself, he wanted me to get my thyroid checked. He was like, I think that it's really easy for people to be misdiagnosed bipolar, he said. I struggle to lose weight. It's been really bad the past few years. And he's like, you're no doubt depressed. Nobody would dispute that I was born fucking depressed. I've been crying over dead cats on the side of the road since before I can remember. Life is depressing. Like, if you're not depressed, I'm sorry. What the fuck are you paying attention to? Anyway, he's like, you have some. If you have a narcissist in the family with as much power as your grandmother does, and a predisposition for depression, which you do, I could definitely. He wanted me to get blood work done. He thinks my thyroid. He thought, God, I miss him. He thought my thyroid was fucked, right? Anyway, it doesn't matter. My family scoffed. My family needs me to be bipolar. They're very ignorant. My family is so utterly repulsively ignorant when it comes to mental illness. I used to not realize this, right? They're very ignorant to mental illness. They don't know what bipolar means. They think it's something that just they think it gives them the patsy to blame everything on. Like, we've got somebody who's called bipolar, so we'll just do all this fucked up shit and push it on her. Like, it's like just like this blanket term for fucking crazy to them, right? My doctor gave me the information and directions to a cash lab to get this blood work done that he wanted me to have done. And when I told my grandmother, she's like, well, that's bullshit. What does he know? He doesn't know anything. Well, he's a doctor, okay? And damn it, when he killed himself, she said, well, I mean, you can probably guess what she said. He wasn't well. He killed himself. Okay. Basically, she was trying to discredit him because he obviously wasn't well in her mind, right? Okay. Well, in that same token, lady, he's the one that diagnosed me as such. So, huge props to him for. It's pretty rare for doctors to be so forthright about the fact that they might have been wrong in a diagnosis. Personally, it impressed me, right? Anyway, my grandmother's like, who's going to pay for it? And at the time, I just want to say at the time, I could have paid for it, okay? I could have paid for it. But she's a fucking multimillionaire. She's controlling and manipulative. And so what that told me was, you're not worth the $100. Who's going to pay for it? No, you're not worth it. The things that, the damage my grandmother has done, right, is so hard to put into words because, first of all, try explaining to anyone, even my friends. My friends admit that they never really thought my grandmother was much of a problem. I love you, but I'm about, I will drop kick your fucking ass out that goddamn door. She looks at me with her eyes wide because she knows better. I'm about to have to exit because my baby comes first. More on this later.